I think they've been through enough, in that sense. But
Yeah.
then that's another example of kind of having to break it down and look at the differences between being transgender and then being like non-binary, for example. Because like I just noticed 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, but when I went to the bathroom just before we started, like the gender neutral toilets, and
Yeah. It's going too far again. It's like,
it does feel like it's a bit.
well, I don't know. I don't really get the point in doing that. I'm pretty sure boys still go to the right and girls still go to the left. Although I have ventured over to the left.
I'm looking forward to going to the left next time. I'm excited about that.
There's like an extra sink on the left as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Like, what's the reasoning for putting those plaques instead of just boy girl?
I don't know, but
because not all the toilets are boy girl. No. It's
No.
just the ones downstairs for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I guess what is kind of interesting, I guess, to think about is like it's actually it's the women that suffer in the long run in a way, because it
Like the women that feel like they're a man, or the man.
Oh no, I mean,
or just women.
women that
yeah,
because for a long time, or until now, the female toilets was like a space where they could go and be social if they're on a night out. It was like a kind of private place for that. Very rarely will a girl, to my knowledge anyway, go to the bathroom on her own. So it's like they'll often be like, "Oh, do you want to come with me?" And it's like and men have had the same thing. They'll go off, and it's important for both genders to have those spaces where they can be themselves without the opposite gender being there to
it's a very
control that.
private place.
Yeah. So I guess it's a shame from that sense, but I'm not against it.
I'm not fully against. I just don't see the point in it, really. I think you are either a man or a woman, and like just if you've got a vagina, go to the left. You got a penis, go to the right. That's how.
We should just put up a sign that says that.
Penis, vagina instead of male, female.
I mean, I guess it's. I was trying to think of a comparison on it recently, where for me growing up, I know it's not the same, but I wanted my name to be Leonard instead of Lonnie. So it was like that was just I grew up in France. Leonard kind of sounded a bit better. So it just kind of stuck, but I wasn't ever like upset if someone didn't call me Leonard. It was just like, I kind of prefer Leonard, and I would tell people that. But it's, so everyone kind of, I guess, is allowed to decide what their personality and what they are.
Yeah.
But it's not up to anyone to enforce that on someone else.
No, like someone doesn't have to, like, call you by, like, if they don't agree with calling you a man when you think you're a man, I think it's a bit dickish from the person that doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, but you just don't talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. They're a dick, so you probably don't want to talk to them anyway. And
yeah, there were people when I was growing up that thought I was a girl and I had long hair, and fair enough. I wasn't gonna like turn around and punch them or just laugh it off and
exactly.
Maybe think about cutting my hair.
Yeah, because like people get pissed off about people assuming gender, which I think is ridiculous. Because I mean, it's just a method of recognition.
Yeah, we're built to categorize people, and it helps us.
Exactly, it helps us kind of
understand the world.
Understand this chaotic world we live in.
And
breaking down these age-old systems is a bit dangerous, I think, in a way.
Well, there's like different people within the community that have very different opinions on it. So some people say, "Oh, just don't ask. Just don't ask what gender I am and leave it at that." Like I think that was Caitlyn Jenner said that at one point. She was like, "Well, just don't ask. We won't talk about it." But other people say, "Well, always ask. When you introduce yourself to someone, you say, "Oh, hi, what's your name? What's your pronouns?" And if you actually go around asking that to everyone, you're assuming that it's not obvious, and you're actually going to end up insulting a lot more people than you won't insult, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. There is I've heard there's a lot of mixed opinions from transgenders. Like a lot of them weren't happy with Caitlyn Jenner being this poster woman for
slipped up there.
Poster boys. Yeah. The poster for transgender, they felt like these, like, I don't know, some minority groups were jumping on this bandwagon of supporting them, and it was kind of false in a way. I think they were kind of against, or some of them were against that. And obviously, it's going to be mixed opinions from different people, and people tend to group some people together when it's divided. Like, it's way more complex than black and white. It's very grey area.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's like everyone has their own identity, which is different. You know, everyone's kind of got a different personality, and so you can't. There's a lot of people that kind of try to put people into boxes, and it just, you need to draw the line somewhere and be able to say, right, and man women is a kind of system that's worked quite well for a long time. It's like that's a definite line that you can draw, and as soon as you stop drawing that, really, it's very hard to know where you stand.